So many people in their realities are just, unfortunately, disconnected from one of the most valuable assets you have in creating a more powerfully positive experience in your reality, and that is realness. Your capacity to be real about the way you feel, about the way that you think, about the way that you see, experience, and perceive the world will catapult your experience and will help people to understand how they can receive you. Now, what that means is that when we are sharing energetic experiences with other people, meaning interactions, or just hanging out in the same room, people are receptive to the way in which you are interacting with the space. So, as a result, there are lots of underlying undercurrents that exist in the way that humans interact. They even exist between animals, humans and animals, between other animals. It's the unspoken language. Some people see it as body language, which is certainly a manifestation of that energy. But a lot of times it's subtle, like the subtext of the communication that's going on. And what that is that it's a more purified, distilled representation of the way that you are having an experience. Now, that can work in your favor if you allow it to. The way that we get trapped is that we have these subtle experiences. We become sensitive to the reality, like, ooh, maybe that sentence didn't really resonate with that person, or, ooh, she's not having a good time, or, wow, they look like they're kind of hitting it off. All these different stories are happening. But the reality is that in our communication today, as a humanity, a lot of times people get trapped in the world of words and social norms and constructed ideas of how interactions are supposed to go. When in reality, the way that we can liberate ourselves, our gateway to freedom, is realness. Like getting really real. And what that means is, no, I don't want to hear what you have constructed in your mind about how you feel. I want to hear what your heart feels in this moment. And that might mean saying to someone that has always been rude to you, listen, we've been friends now for a long time, and yes, we have some fun times, but the realness is, you're rude to me, and I deserve better than that. That's bravery. That, my friends, is stepping into the mystery, stepping into the unknown. I was just sharing a similar story with the people here on the retreat, on the Aina that we've just begun. And to me, I think about that realness as such an asset in my reality. Because at first it's uncomfortable. At first you're like, I don't want to talk to my family about how I feel. And, I don't want to have to confront my best friend about this negative behavior. But in reality, you deserve better. And a lot of times, people are treating you in ways that they don't realize are having a negative effect. So how can you become your best self-advocate? One of the best things that you can do when you step into a scenario or you step into a relationship is say, hey, listen, this is how things generally go for me. These are kind of the world's, these are the terms under which my life generally flows so far. And but this is how I'm feeling in the moment. If you can detach from the story, even, that concept of terms, anything like that, words are going to get in the way. But if you can be present with that person and step into the realness and say, we're feeling something here. Something is being felt. It could be love. It could be profound and beautiful love. It could be frustration. It could be sadness. It could be fear. You can't know what you're feeling unless you're starting to express it in a way. It wants to express itself naturally And this, again, doesn't mean verbally, but it wants to come through. But part of being real is giving your emotions a voice. Giving those feelings the opportunity to spread their wings in your experience so that those people around you can start to calibrate to your frequency. And that is where you start to feel energetic support. And all of a sudden, you've turned an experience that felt like this internal struggle, this internal battle, where you're working within yourself, frustrated with these emotions and these feelings because you don't know how to wrap your head around them, and you don't know how to talk to people about it because maybe you don't feel safe about that. You've turned that scenario into an environment where everyone around you now feels you, they are real with you, and all they want to do is support you, especially if they're good friends. Now, if those people don't want to support you, I highly recommend that you remove yourself from the situation and find your bliss. But the truth is, you deserve that love. You deserve to be honored for your realness. So, what are you going to choose? I love you. Aloha.